We are all set, ready to rock and roll and go racing here. 20 lap main event. First main event of the night. Here at Arizona Speedway, green flags in the air. We're underway. Now you see Matt Guile already dropping the nose down low. He's going to take over that third spot from John Howard as Jacob Strait and Davey Watkins leaves him off a turn at number 2. Will be Watkins by about 5 car lengths now over Strait, and the number 13 car, Matt Guile, down the inside of the 13. Aaron Collier said keep an eye on him. He's actually moved back here in this opening lap as Guile now moves into second. They go side by side of the line with Strait. Still can't quite clear the 13. Can the 8UD of Matt Guile as they work their way through turns 1 and 2. A little contact made. That's going to move straight up the racetrack. Guile takes over second. John Howard's going to take third away down the back straightaway. Jacob Strait trying to work it to the outside of John Howard as Don Berner in the number 14 machine holds off the 87 Jag of John Gary off of turn number 4. Don Berner rounds out your top 5, but not for long as John Gary peeks his nose down the inside of him. Can't quite do anything with him off of turn number 2 as the 18 of Austin Sills gets a little loosey-goosey off of turn number 2. Hangs on to it, though. So it's Watkins out front as the yellow flag will fly as a 1 car spun around the 16A off of turn number 2 right in front of your race leader will bring out the yellow flag. So Adam Nichols brings out the yellow flag here early in a main event action for your Robert Horne Ford Bombers. So 2 laps down, 18 to go. Green flags back in the air. And Watkins leads the field off of turn number 2 as they're still duking out for second. Matt Guile the inside of John Howard off of turn number 2. Howard with a slight advantage going into turn number 3, but he's open. He's left the bottom open for Matt Guile, whose car washes up the racetrack, almost makes contact with the 21 of Howard. They stay side by side down the front straightaway into turn number 1. Don Berner has taken over the 4th spot, starting to drive away from Jacob Strait right now as Matt Guile. His car got a little loose off of turn number 2, gives the 2nd spot to John Howard as Don Berner now trying to reel in. The 8UD of Matt Guile is going to stick it right down to the inside once again through turns 3 and 4. Jacob Strait right now falling back through the field. So he falls, trying to hold off John Gary now as Tyler DeLong. He's racing his way up through the field. He moves the inside of Gary now as Strait gets passed up by both Gary and DeLong. Now trying to hold off the 13X of Aaron Collier. Side by side for the 5th spot. It's Tyler DeLong to the inside of John Gary as Don Berner right ahead of him. He had a little bit of slip off of turn number 4 as DeLong now going to look to the inside of Berner. Give the 4th position to the 57 of Tyler DeLong, who's very strong here as Gary and Collier make contact off of turn number 2. John Gary, he goes right, he goes left, trying to get the car gathered back underneath him. He's going to lose a bunch of spots, though. And Aaron Collier is falling right behind the 87 Jag of Gary. He's going to lose a few spots as well as Toby Wibito tries to go around the outside of John Gary. Aaron Collier now to the inside of both Wibito and Gary. Move him up 2 spots off of turn number 2. Tyler DeLong, who was putting together a strong run right now, very slow in turn at number 4. Something to miss for Tyler DeLong's car. He will bring out the yellow flag. 14 laps to go. Green flag is back in the air. And Davey Watkins leads the field off of turn number 2 with John Howard now in that 2nd spot, followed by Matt Guile in the 3rd. Then the battle is on for 4th right now. Don Berner in the outside lane he has, but here comes Jacob Strait. He's going to take it away. Strait will finally clear the 14 of Berner off of turn number 4. We'll keep an eye on the back of the field with Tyler DeLong, the 57. He moved up to 5th from 18th in those 6 laps of racing right now. Trying to charge up through the field. As your top 5 runs single file right now, Nick Wakulik, Aaron Collier, and John Gary. 3 wide down the front straightaway. Aaron Collier in the middle. John Gary up top. Nick Wakulik down to the inside. Give that spot to Collier for now as John Gary still fighting back on the outside. Davey Watkins continues to show the way out front by about 5 car lengths over John Howard. Another 2 car lengths back to Matt Guile. Jacob Straight by himself in the fourth spot is Strite, with Don Berner in 5th. Toby Whippetoe right now in 6th, but here comes Aaron Collier. He's lit the wick on that 13X. He's going to look to the inside. Toby Whippetoe, that's a battle for 6th on the racetrack. Also battle for 5th. Just ahead of them is going to be Don Berner as they go 3 wide now for that 5th spot. Berner hung it out wide as Whippetoe looks to the inside along with Aaron Collier in the 13X. They're still 3 wide through turns 1 and 2. Give it to Whippetoe in the middle. Whippetoe moves into the 5th position. Aaron Collier trying to go to 6th now for Don Berner as Davey Watkins getting ready to put a few cars a lap down, coming right to the backside of Jared Nicola and Randy Booth in the 16R. And he will blow by them on the back straightaway into turn number 3. Does Davey Watkins in the 48. So it's Watkins out front with a 2-lap car buffer between himself and the 21 of John Howard, who's trying to hold off Matt Guile. And they're going to duke it out right now in this heavy lap traffic. Jared Nicola and Randy Booth still racing hard. As Guile will take over the 2nd spot as they work their way around the 16R. Jacob Strite, he starts to work over the lap cars as well as Davey Watkins has a full straightaway length advantage now with just 6 laps to go when they cross the start-finish line. And Watkins right now almost a full second faster than his counterparts that last lap. Obviously, they're working through some lap traffic here as Matt Guile, actually the fastest car on the racetrack, out your top 2 that time by us. Tyler DeLong still trying to work his way up through the field as John Gary, Nick Wacklick make contact in turn number 1. They go for a little slide job, but they keep going though. Here with 5 laps to go, the caution flag does not come out. Wacklick brings his car down the infield. John Gary keeps it on the racetrack. So Watkins out front. Leads the field off of turn number 4 here with 4 laps to go. Matt Guile in 2nd. John Howard is 3rd. Jacob Strite in 4th. Trying to hold off the 13X now. Aaron Collier as they race off of turn number 4. That's the battle for 4th on the racetrack. Strite and Collier in the 13X. Collier going to look down the inside of Strite as they work their way through turns 1 and 2. Off of turn number 2, Strite with a strong run. Down the back straightaway. Has them about 2 car lengths now. Down the back stretch into turn number 3. Toby Whippetoe right behind this battle for 4th on the racetrack in the 6th spot. But here comes Tyler DeLong down to his inside in the 57. Nobody's passed more cars than Tyler DeLong here tonight as Davey Watkins in heavy lap traffic has to get on the binders as Randy Booth in the 16R almost went around off of turn number 4 right ahead of Jared Nicola. As Watkins, he doesn't know that Matt Guile is a full straightaway behind him. He is trying to work his way past the 16R. Booth as the white flag will fly this time for the 48 of Watkins. Got Davey Watkins fans to the right of me here at Arizona Speedway cheering on their driver in the 48 down the back straightaway one final time. Matt Guile, he's turned it up, but it's not going to be enough. Through turns 3 and 4, one final time goes Davey Watkins. He will win tonight's Bomber main event. Matt Guile comes home in 2nd. John Howard 3rd. Jacob Strite hangs on to 4th over Aaron Collier. Davey Watkins, your main event winner here tonight. Getting the congratulatory hugs. I'll tell you what, Davey, your crew was over there at the right side of my announce booth, man. I could hear them over the roar of the race cars. Congratulations.
Thank you. This has been, like I say, this is a thing right here. My dad raced a Manzanita, and like I say, my brother Jason works on this car all the time. Brother drove down from Flagstaff, and I couldn't believe, I didn't even know the white flag was out. I thought we had a car. I was like, man, one more lap, but
Hey, man, you had to navigate yourself through some treacherous waters there those last couple of laps. Saw a couple of guys break loose right in front of you. What was your mindset? You had them covered behind you. In case you didn't know, you had a full straightaway advantage over second place.
Oh, that would have been good to know. I need a headset. Someone needs to tell me. No, I feel bad. I think it was a 16B. I thought they were right behind me, so I did a slide job, and I thought I cleared him. I got to go apologize to him, but no, this is great. I don't know what to say now.
Hey, I guess you're in victory lane. You got to thank all those sponsors, right?
Yeah, I got to look real quick. Watkins Painting, my dad's his company. I work for him sometimes. Cool Pools, pool guy. And, yeah, Al's Frame and Unibody. I think that's how you say it, but that's it. That's all I got here.
Hey, congratulations, Davey Watkins, here in Santan Ford Victory Lane.